Here's how I unfortunately only made $113.48 day trading the S&P 500 futures today, ES. So let's just dive right into this. Very unfortunate day. As you can see here, I entered down here, we pushed way up, this was 0.75 points away from my take profit, which was previous week high, and then we dumped right back down into my break-even stop here for a winning trade, but much smaller than I was looking for. And it looks like we're unfortunately pumping back up here, but what can you do? I followed my rules. So here we go. Let's dive right into this. So I'm going to go into replay mode. Here, let me scale back out. I'll show you why I took this trade. So if I scale back out on here, I'll clean this up. I'll take the executions off. So on the 4-hour time frame coming into the day, I was bullish, expecting this 4-hour imbalance to hold to target our external buy side liquidity level, which was previous week high here. And then from there, I was looking for the 15-minute to confirm bullish out of this 4-hour fair value gap for me to then scale into the 1 minute to execute. So on the 15-minute time frame now, where's market open? Market open right here. So we pushed down into this the 4-hour fair value gap, and then we manipulated sell side liquidity right here on the 15-minute. So my change in the state level is then right here. We confirmed the change in the state right at market open at 9:30. So right off market open, I was willing to scale into the 1 minute time frame and look for 1 minute executions off 15-minute key levels. So what I use for the key level is once we confirm that change in the state, we had this 15-minute order block right here. I'll leave it in blue. We had the 15-minute order block. So I scaled into the 1 minute time frame. And on the 1 minute time frame, we pushed down right here. We created this sell side liquidity level for internal manipulation. We manipulated that, pushed a little lower, my change in the state level. Once we swept that, change in the state's right there. Go like that, change in the state's right there. We pushed down, manipulated the sell side liquidity level inside the blue 15-minute order block, and then followed that with a 1 minute change in the state to the upside out of that. And that gave me everything I needed to enter long. So I entered long right here at 9:55 a.m. I placed my stop below these 1 minute manipulation lows because that's where the trade was invalidated. And yeah, that was a proper stop point. And my take profit was set at previous week high. This was because since I was trading based off the 15-minute, if we scale back down to the 15-minute, or back out to the 15-minute, and we mark out standard deviation, the 2 to 2.5 range was projected above previous week high. So that's where I'd be expecting to target. So previous week high was a clean and easy target for me. The only thing we had was, if I turn on the sessions here, we had London high here. I'll make London high blue, and we had Asia high right here, and I'll make that red. So London and Asia high were stacked right here, which were also clean price targets, but didn't really give me the risk reward I wanted. So here's what I did. So I go back down into the 1 minute. I placed my stop down below these 1 minute manipulation lows. My only take profit was set at previous week high up here. And then once we took London high, my plan was to move my stop to small profit to cover the spread, but pretty much break even. So from here, after my entry, we got one more little push down into this 1 minute fair value gap right here. And then we started getting the push up that I was expecting to see, trending up right up into London and Asia high. And at this point, I moved my stop to break even, which I put at, let me see here. I'll turn executions back on. So I entered there at 482.5 and 483.75 was my break even stop. So my break even was 83.75. 83.75 right here. I'll put that in, I'll do yellow. So that was my break even stop once we took out London and Asia high here. And then from there, we continued to push to the upside, very slowly and choppy, but we continue to trend our way up there. A few legs down to sweep internal liquidity, but nothing crazy. Then right up in here, we came 0.75 points away right here from full take profit. So at this point, I was up about $1,200, but my plan was to wait for previous week high. So I followed my trading plan. I wasn't trading off emotions or profit loss, which is good. And I stuck to my plan. Unfortunately, following this, we got a very aggressive push right back down here to stop me out at 12:26 p.m. for a break-even trade, but technically positive 113.48. So what could I have done differently? Well, typically I would want to scale out like 50% of my position at these levels, but based off the risk and my personal risk management plan, I could only enter one contract on this trade. So, and my overall bias was to target previous week high, and that's what gave me, because if I put my full take profit at even Asia high, that only gave me a 1.13 R multiple, and standard deviation was telling me higher. So I'm fine with that take profit point. Moving my stop to break even, yeah, that's a good, because once we take out London and Asia high, there's a high chance we see a reversal, even at least like a 1 hour or 15-minute retrace where I could get stopped out. So I'm fine with moving my stop to break even there. Unfortunately, it looks like it stopped me out, and we're now pushing to the upside. Will this continue a previous week high? Possibly. But it is what it is. I followed my plan, I followed my system, and I stuck to my rules. I can't ask for anything other than that. Just very unfortunate we came so close to my take profit to then reverse into break even stop, but a break even day is better than a red day. So I'll take it. So yeah, that was why I entered this trade. What could I have done better or differently? I mean, I'm fine with this trade overall. The only thing is maybe once we push way up here, maybe move my stop maybe below this low once we make this second large wick down here to give me a little more profit, but that's still not even really that big of a deal. So honestly, this was a very solid trade. Great setup, great execution. Just unfortunate to stop me out at break even before we hit my take profit. So yeah, that's about it on this trade. Up $113.48 on this trade, and up that on the day. I'm not going to be taking any more trades today. I'm fine with that. Was my main setup I was watching for the day. So yeah, that's about it. If you gain value from this video, make sure to like and subscribe, as I will be posting future trading and just overall life tips content in the near future to help you guys out with your trading journey as well.